I'm done with OPK. Yeah, you know me. I want to talk about OPK. Now, years ago, we had a song OPP, which I think meant other people's privates or something like that. And now OPK stands for other people's kids. Now, you might say, well, there's rainbows in the screen, and I found these rainbows. I decided to stay right here because the rainbows give me joy, and I hope they give you joy too. I want to talk about the rainbow at the end of the tunnel when it comes to parental estrangement and how, when you find yourself at a loss as to who do I pour myself into now? Who do I invest in? What do I do? When your kids decide to break free, I want to say if you think about people that become foster parents where their kids are grown or they're older and they decide to open their homes, you don't necessarily have to do that because I'm 55 years old. I don't have the energy to raise another child. I personally do not. And I'm just being realistic about it. My husband and I, he's close to retirement. We're just going to probably end up traveling or doing our own thing. We don't know. But we know that we are not ready and would not be capable of being parents again. Now, if someone passed away and said, or someone was stricken with cancer and said, would you take my son or daughter? And if we had a really good relationship, then it would be a different story. But, anyways, think of it as this: when your children are gone and you don't know what to do, and you say, who am I going to pour myself into? Who can I do nice things for? Who can I worry about? Who can I love? I'm going to refer to OPK, other people's kids. Now, I am very, very fortunate in the last place I lived that I had some really nice neighbors who had a teenage daughter who kind of adopted me as a second mom. She is a blessing and she is wonderful. And I think, and not only does it help her, but it helps me and it helps her mom. We all have struggles with our own parents, but if you have another person you've chosen as a surrogate mom or a surrogate dad, someone who doesn't live with you and doesn't get frustrated with you, I think that's a blessing. It could be, you could have a teacher or someone at church, etc. So don't fret. I know when our children walk away from us how absolutely devastating it can be. And I've talked to people that say, I don't want to live, and how do you get through it, and what can I do? And I'm a mom that's been my identity for many, many years, and I say, you can be a mom to more than 1, 2, 5, 10 people. You can be a mom to almost everyone you come across. And the best thing about being an extra mom for someone is when you're in a really good place and that extra, a bonus son or daughter comes up to you and says, I'm really struggling with my mom at home and we're not seeing eye to eye. You can be a voice of reason for them and possibly help them to heal the relationship with their mom or dad. Now, I would never encourage a young man or young woman to stay in a home that is truly abusive to the point where a parent could go to prison for any type of damage they inflict on their son or daughter. I'm not saying that anyone should subject themselves to that. But just know that our love, our hearts, our being does not stop with our children. If you go to the grocery store and you see little kids, just I engage with kids because I don't know. Everyone will say, "Are you a teacher?" And I'm like, "No, I'm I have adult children. I'm a grandma." If you say, "Oh, no, but I love kids," and there's been times when kids have been really nice or hold the door open. You give them a couple of bucks for helping you. I reward good behavior. Um, but I think it's really important you realize your love in your life does not end when your children are gone. If that's the case, anyone who's lost a child, their life would diminish as well. And that's truly not the case. So if you're wondering, What can I do now? If you can volunteer, you can see if a school needs help, you can become an extra grandma, extra mom to someone. You can see if there's anywhere children exist. I know there's certain people that have volunteered to hold babies at the hospital. I don't know if that's open, if that's available, but that might be an option if you want to become a foster parent. There's plenty of kids out there who need your love. So just know that you still have value in this world. You know the you know OPK. Yeah, you know me. So that's all you have to think about. I hope this helps, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.